Hello, everyone. Princess Anne's recent departure from Buckingham Palace was anything but ordinary. The tension in the air seemed to reflect months, if not years, of frustration over how the monarchy is being run under King Charles III's leadership, especially with Camilla's growing influence. The more she steps into the spotlight, the clearer it becomes that she represents everything the monarchy should not be. Simply put, Camilla is a master manipulator, and it's about time someone acknowledged it. Lately, her behavior has been nothing short of theatrical. Time and again, she seizes every opportunity to put herself at the center of attention. But instead of appearing genuine, her actions come across as forced, self-serving, and calculated, leaving the public increasingly uneasy. Where is the grace, the dignity, the quiet strength that a royal consort should embody? Oh, that's right. Camilla seems to have no grasp of subtlety. Instead, she has made it her mission to be as loud and relentless as possible, as if her royal status depends entirely on constant media attention and self-promotion. Simply put, her pursuit of the spotlight has reached a level of desperation. She has built a public image that feels completely disconnected from the role she is meant to play. Watch her long enough, and it becomes clear. Everything about her seems carefully staged, part of an elaborate PR campaign with one goal in mind. Camilla wants admiration. She wants to be seen as the true power behind the throne, the queen who controls it all. And she'll stop at nothing to achieve that, even if it means weakening the very institution she claims to support. It's almost comical how staged her every move seems. How many times have we seen that practiced smile for the cameras or heard her make grand statements dripping with self-interest? She's the perfect example of the "look at me, I'm royal" type, strutting about as if every moment is a carefully choreographed photo op. The audacity is astounding, especially considering the shaky foundation of her royal ascent. Let's not forget, Camilla wasn't exactly adored when Charles and Diana's marriage crumbled under the weight of infidelity. Yet now, she carries on as if the public has simply erased that chapter from history and embraced her with open arms. It's a masterclass in rewriting the past to fit her own version of events. But the real issue isn't just her hunger for attention. Camilla has become a symbol of everything wrong with the modern monarchy, a stark reminder of how far it has drifted from the values it's supposed to uphold. Camilla's relentless push to stay in the public eye isn't just about personal gain, it's about power. She's determined to remain relevant, to cement her image as queen consort, and to intertwine her legacy with the monarchy's future. And in that pursuit, nothing else seems to matter. She doesn't hesitate to sideline others, bend traditions, or manipulate situations to serve her own interests. Her behavior borders on the absurd. She presents herself as an all-knowing, all-powerful figure, yet she is completely disconnected from the very people she's supposed to represent. And let's not even get started on how she has positioned her own family within the royal circle. It's as if her ultimate goal isn't just to fulfill her royal duties, but to build a personal empire, one that thrives under the royal banner. Being a passive member of the monarchy was never enough for Camilla. No, she has turned everything into a self-serving PR machine, one that doesn't just elevate her, but benefits her entire inner circle. At times, it feels like the monarchy itself has become an extension of her ego, and that's the real issue. Whether she acknowledges it or not, Camilla is a disruptor. She has thrown off the monarchy's careful balance with her relentless ambitions, creating instability where tradition once stood. The fact that she has been allowed to steer the course of royal affairs is nothing short of a disaster. Manipulative and power-hungry, she uses her position to tighten her grip on influence. Yet, for all her scheming, she lacks the very qualities that define true royalty: empathy, humility, and a sense of duty beyond herself. At this point, the monarchy feels less like an institution and more like a stage, where Camilla's ego is the main act. Camilla's self-serving actions aren't just damaging the royal family's public image, they're eroding the very principles on which the monarchy was built. Yet, despite all of this, Charles has elevated her to a position of power, confirming what many royal insiders have long suspected. The monarchy has been overtaken by Camilla's relentless thirst for control and influence. He has allowed her to take the reins, sidelining the very values the crown is meant to uphold. Princess Anne, known for her deep respect for tradition, has now begun voicing her concerns publicly, a sign that she understands the gravity of the situation. She knows exactly what's at stake. The monarchy's integrity is slipping away, and much of the blame rests squarely on Camilla's shoulders. As the royal family struggles to navigate this shifting landscape, one thing is becoming painfully clear. Camilla is not just a passing figure in history. Her impact is undeniable, and the consequences of her influence may shape the monarchy for years to come. Camilla is a disruptive force within the monarchy. Her relentless self-promotion, combined with her calculated manipulation, threatens to unravel everything the British royal family once represented. The public hasn't forgotten her past, nor will they allow her to rewrite history to suit her own narrative. Her vanity and personal ambitions have come at a steep price, and the damage she has inflicted on the monarchy may be irreversible. Princess Anne, on the other hand, remains a voice of reason. Unlike Camilla, she understands that the monarchy is not a vehicle for personal gain. It stands for national unity, stability, and tradition. Camilla, unfortunately, embodies the exact opposite of these values. Her presence in the royal family has always been wrapped in layers of manipulation and controversy. And while she tries to present herself as the epitome of grace and dignity, the truth about her motives is becoming impossible to ignore. Beneath the surface of royal duties, a troubling reality is emerging, and it's not a flattering picture. If anyone embodies the cracks forming within the monarchy, it's Camilla. Her cunning nature is only rivaled by her relentless pursuit of power. No matter which way the royal family turns, she is there, carefully weaving a web of influence and self-interest, while insisting it's all for the good of the monarchy. Her public image is nothing more than a carefully crafted illusion, designed to hide her real motives, expanding her influence, pushing her personal agenda, and securing her place in royal history. But let's be honest, Camilla has repeatedly shown herself to be a master of division. Her ability to sow discord within the royal family is remarkable. A clear example of this is how she has strategically positioned her own family members within royal circles. Camilla's influence stretches far beyond her role as queen consort. She has embedded her relatives in prominent roles, creating a network of loyal allies, ones who serve her interests rather than the monarchy's legacy. Without a doubt, she has worked to shift the balance of power, prioritizing personal ambition over the institution she claims to uphold. Camilla has carefully positioned her family members within the monarchy, not out of duty, but as a means of securing her own survival. Her tactics are a textbook case of divide and conquer. The ultimate irony? She claims to be a unifying force within the royal family, yet her actions threaten to tear it apart from within. Her manipulation doesn't stop there. It's almost laughable how she has managed to convince both the public and even some within the royal family that her presence is vital to the monarchy's future. In reality, she is nothing more than a power-hungry opportunist, willing to do whatever it takes to maintain her title and influence. Perhaps her greatest skill is playing the victim when it suits her, all while quietly undermining those around her. When things don't go her way, she knows exactly how to twist the narrative, shifting blame and reshaping public perception. She has carefully crafted the image of a gracious, dutiful consort, always supportive and devoted. But those who truly understand the royal family see the truth. Her role in its current struggles is far more calculated and far more damaging than she would ever admit. The tension between Camilla and other senior royals, particularly Princess Anne, has only intensified in recent years, and it's not hard to see why. Anne, a steadfast defender of royal tradition, has every reason to be disillusioned with her sister-in-law. Camilla's influence is built not on duty, but on manipulation and self-preservation. She isn't driven by a commitment to the monarchy. She's driven by a desire to protect and expand her own power. Time and again, Camilla has worked to sideline Anne's role within the family, while Anne has always prioritized service and tradition. Camilla's ambitions are rooted in personal gain. The impact of her actions is undeniable. Her behavior has fractured the unity of the royal family, creating divisions that are both obvious and deeply damaging. One of the clearest examples is her disregard for the monarchy's values. Camilla has reshaped royal customs to serve her own interests, bending long-standing traditions to fit her personal agenda. It's no surprise that some within the family are beginning to see through her carefully curated image. But it's not just the royals who are growing wary, the public is too. People are becoming increasingly disillusioned with Camilla's endless PR maneuvers, her calculated media presence, and her tireless efforts to keep herself in the spotlight. The monarchy, once a symbol of unity and stability, now seems to be at the mercy of someone whose main priority is not service, but self-preservation at all costs. Camilla's carefully orchestrated public image is beginning to backfire. Once willing to give her the benefit of the doubt, the public is now questioning whether her presence in the royal family serves the greater good, or if it's simply a reflection of her relentless pursuit of power. Slowly but surely, she is alienating herself from the very people she claims to represent. When that reality fully sets in, the monarchy will have to face an uncomfortable truth. Their queen consort may be more of a liability than an asset. Beyond the internal divisions she has created within the royal family, Camilla's influence on the monarchy's public perception has been just as damaging. Far from being a unifying figure, she has become one of its most polarizing. Her efforts to present herself as a wise, compassionate consort who brings stability to the institution are wearing thin. The more she tries to sell this narrative, the more hollow it sounds. Camilla has a way of using charm and carefully planned actions to secure her place, often presenting herself as the victim when things don't go her way. But as time passes, her true intentions become more obvious. Her influence has deepened the cracks within the royal family, leaving wounds that may never fully heal. Despite her efforts to appear as the perfect consort, her actions continue to weaken the very foundation of the monarchy. It's not about tradition, duty, or serving the people. It's about protecting her own interests. She is determined to hold onto her position and ensure her family benefits from her status, even if it comes at the cost of unity within the institution she represents. With each passing day, her legacy becomes clearer, one marked by division, control, and self-preservation. The royal family, once a symbol of unity, now stands divided, and much of that turmoil traces back to her influence. She may have secured a title, but at what cost? The damage she has caused may never fully heal. As both the public and the royal family uncover the truth behind her carefully crafted image, her real motives will become impossible to ignore. One thing is clear: the monarchy is on a troubling path, and her role in this decline cannot be overlooked. Though she holds the title of Queen Consort, many will always see her as the woman who fractured the royal family for her own benefit. Rather than strengthening the monarchy, she poses its greatest threat. Camilla has skillfully crafted an image of royal elegance while maneuvering behind the scenes in ways that could leave even seasoned politicians astounded. And let's not overlook her carefully timed public relations moves, all designed to win sympathy. After all, nothing screams control quite like a well-orchestrated photo opportunity. But despite her relentless efforts to secure her place in royal history, the cracks in her carefully curated persona are becoming impossible to ignore. At her core, she is an opportunist, so determined to maintain her position that she's willing to compromise anything, even family unity. If that doesn't call into question her suitability for the throne, what does? In stark contrast, Princess Anne remains a steadfast symbol of what the monarchy should stand for: tradition, duty, and integrity. Anne has always been a pillar of dedication to the crown, placing duty above personal interests. Her loyalty to the monarchy has been tested repeatedly, yet she stands firm, prioritizing family and tradition even when others' actions threaten to unravel everything they have built. She embodies resilience, never yielding to scandal or the fleeting nature of public opinion. Unlike her brother Charles, who often seems influenced by his wife's family, Anne remains unwavering in her commitment to the monarchy. Her allegiance is clear. Her duty comes first. Even during the royal family's most challenging moments, she maintains her composure, a steady force in uncertain times. While Camilla works quietly behind the scenes to protect the monarchy's legacy and keep her family intact, Anne's steadfast resolve shines as a guiding light. In a family often entangled in personal conflicts, power struggles, and hidden agendas, her unwavering presence is exactly what the monarchy needs. Anne is the one royal who truly understands that preserving the monarchy's integrity matters, far more than personal ambition. She knows that the family's unity isn't just about survival. It's the very foundation of their relevance. Yet, ironically, Camilla continues to play political games, prioritizing her own interests over the monarchy's stability. Camilla's attempts to portray herself as a protector of the monarchy are almost laughable, considering how her actions have only deepened divisions. Her efforts to elevate her own family, despite their questionable loyalties, highlight a self-serving nature that stands in stark contrast to Anne's unwavering commitment. Anne has always put duty above personal gain. She doesn't need to manipulate the media or seek attention to prove her dedication. Unlike Camilla, Anne isn't concerned with being in the spotlight. Her loyalty speaks for itself. Anne is deeply invested in the monarchy's future, always considering how her actions will shape its legacy. This is where the key difference between her and Camilla becomes clear. While Camilla appears to use the royal family as a means to secure her own place in history, Anne remains focused on preserving the monarchy as an institution, not as a platform for personal power and recognition. Camilla's reign, driven by calculated self-interest, stands in stark contrast to Anne's unwavering dedication to the role she was born into. Anne's loyalty isn't fueled by ambition, but by a genuine commitment to the monarchy. She doesn't seek personal accolades or titles. Her priority is safeguarding the royal family's future. If that means stepping back to avoid unnecessary drama, she does so without hesitation. Anne's direct, no-nonsense approach has always been one of her defining qualities, and it's exactly what makes her a steadfast force within the royal family. Enti. has never been one for flashy displays or self-serving narratives, the very things Camilla seems to rely on to stay in the spotlight. Anne lets her actions speak for themselves. While Camilla works endlessly to secure her place on the throne, Anne's quiet dedication and unwavering focus on the monarchy's long-term future tell a far more powerful story. It's no surprise that Anne's influence is so widely respected. She doesn't need to showcase her accomplishments. Her loyalty to the monarchy is evident in everything she does. She is the steady foundation of the royal family, the one member who can always be trusted to do what's right, even when no one is watching. Camilla's constant need for validation is well documented, making it almost amusing to see how desperately she tries to appear regal. Despite her efforts to prove her worth to both her family and the public, her actions only create more division within the monarchy. Meanwhile, Anne remains grounded, secure in her role in a way Camilla never will be. Anne's true strength lies in her humility and steadfast commitment to the monarchy, while Camilla's greatest weakness is her relentless need for recognition. In the end, Anne will always be the unsung hero, quiet, dependable, and unwavering in her duty. Anne doesn't need the media to shape her story. Her actions speak for themselves, leaving a lasting impact on the monarchy. Camilla, on the other hand, constantly crafts a public persona, only exposing the shallowness of her character. The difference between these two women couldn't be clearer. One is firmly rooted in duty and service, while the other is tangled in self-interest and manipulation. Anne has consistently proven her loyalty to the crown, while Camilla's actions reveal a devotion only to herself. At a time when the British monarchy needs stability more than ever, it requires a leader who can stand firm through controversy, someone who leads with integrity and humility. That person is Princess Anne. No matter how much Camilla tries to diminish her influence, she will never match Anne's quiet strength and unwavering dedication to the monarchy. In the end, Anne's legacy will stand as a true reflection of royal duty and unwavering loyalty. And there you have it, another glimpse behind the scenes of the ongoing royal drama. Tensions within the family remain high, especially with figures like Camilla clinging to power. While Princess Anne stays true to her devotion to the monarchy, the shifting family dynamics are impossible to ignore. Some maneuver for influence, while others, like Anne, remain steadfast in duty and tradition. The contrast couldn't be more obvious. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the royal world, be sure to like this post and share your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think is truly upholding the values of the monarchy? And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the latest royal updates and analysis. Your support means everything, and we're here to bring you exclusive insights you won't find anywhere else. Stay tuned for more.